By the way, you mentioned that you would like to read a text or two. Was it text or a tweet?
I have messages.
Messages?
Well, yeah, some
What
are
do you mean?
tweets. I got one DM.
One came from a bottle.
Yeah.
Message in the phone.
It washed ashore.
Where at?
Lake Michigan. And the
where did they put it? Like, were they on the other side?
I don't know where
New
it came from.
Buffalo?
I don't know where it came. It just washed ashore. It's Ryan Seamball. When I was asking for phone calls regarding, hey, because Ryan Poles have a blind spot for the offensive line, and he says, we're just looking for something to complain about now. It's the best line they've had in years with investment and backups to boot.
Oh, really? It's the best line you've had in years?
That's what Ryan says. So I want you to hear you react to that.
I'll just be quiet over here and keep my thoughts to myself. We'll ask Tom Thayer in about 23 minutes. How about that? Because his opinion is more valuable than mine. He played the position for better than a decade in the National Football League. I don't set out every morning. I'm too old. I don't set out every morning looking for things to bitch about. Ryan, I'm sorry to tell you, it's just not how I wake up. I don't say to myself, I look at the ceiling and go, what can I bitch about today? Was I bitching about the inefficient quarterback play in training camp last year? No, I told you what I saw. Was I right? I don't know. They moved on. And I'm telling you what I see now. I see a really talented wide receiver group. I see a really talented, skilled position group. I like your running backs. I like your secondary a lot. I think your linebackers are very good. There's pieces on your D line I like. You're light on pass rush. You have a question mark at 3 technique. And the interior of your offensive line is conservatively in flux. You've got a left tackle that hasn't proven that he can stay healthy for an entire season and still hasn't defined himself as a true left tackle for years to come. And your right tackle distinguished himself as an excellent young football player. But many who have played in the NFL on the offensive line will tell you that year 2 will tell you more than year 1 because teams now have tape on you and now you have to adjust to the adjustments. And my guess is Darnell Wright, because he is so talented, will make those adjustments and be their right tackle for a decade plus. That's what I woke up thinking about.
That's good stuff. Good explanation.
Do you think I want to bitch about what they have from guard to guard?
No. Again,
I want to ride the rainbow.
Yeah, like when we start complaining about the 12-win Bears, next maybe we're bitching.
My God, they won 4 games 2 years ago. They won 7 games, or 3 and 7, whatever it was. Like, we've done nothing but compliment.
They've won 10 games in the last 2 years.
Nothing but compliment what Ryan Poles has done, except for this.
Yeah.
So
Mike tweets and he says, "When are we getting your list of most important Bears, Waddle?"
I can give them to you all right now.
No, that's not what we're doing here in Waddle's World. Why don't we start doing that Monday?
Well, I had to listen. I told you guys last week I had the list.
I got it penciled in for next week.
I got it right here. It's on 2 pages.
2 pages?
2 pages.
Killing trees over there.
Jesus,
how many players are there? How many players
are killing trees?
How many players?
You have to wait till next week.
And you needed 2 pages?
Maybe I write big.
This is a message from Bob, who DM'd me on Instagram.
Bob.
Is
this lawyer Bob?
He was listening to our show, I think on Tuesday, when you were talking about if Joniak is he intro worthy and that we need to get an intro?
Yes, he is.
So Bob responded with this message. He says, "I'm a podcast listener and was not able to call in. Why is Waddle even talking about an intro for JJ when he committed to creating one for Courtney, who's entering her 3rd year without Waddle delivering her intro?"
I dropped the ball. We'll get on that too. Let's just get in the lab.
Messages.
I'll make it work.
Messages in a bottle.
Yeah.
That's what we call this segment.
It just sounds like people bitching is all it is.
It's a bitch session.
It's bitching in a bottle.
That's right. Bitching in a bottle.
Yeah.
I like it.
By the way, I'll wait for what to watch for 5:47. I'm telling you, I got a suggestion for you. I think I gave it to you earlier today, but you got to get back on the train. What else was there? There's something else that I wanted to do, and now
someone also said that we should stop bitching about traffic and just take the train already.
No,
That was
I
another
don't
one.
want to be prisoner to the train schedule. I mean,
That's the biggest thing for me.
yeah,
That's the big. I would love taking the train,
so do I.
but I don't. Going home, I have to wait an hour for it. So I'd rather just sit in traffic for an hour and get home then.
Yeah, I mean, I've bitched about traffic maybe once in the last 3 weeks to a month. Boy, those people are just like bitching in a bottle. That's good. I like that segment.
Bitching in a bottle.
Bitching in a bottle. All right. What else did I have for you?
We haven't given us anything. Just all
this
bitching
was
in a
rich.
bottle.
I love this. Jim Harbaugh is going to be the honorary captain for Michigan's opener against Fresno State on August 31st in Ann Arbor.
Okay, so is this
Yes!
is this despite the NCAA?
I don't know.
This is all
Maybe.
This is they're trolling the NCAA.
He has accepted an invitation to be the team's honorary captain for the Wolverines' August 31st game against Fresno State. Quote, this is from Michigan athletic director Ward Manuel. I look forward to having him back in Ann Arbor for the game.
That's it.
That's all I said. I don't think they get along. But I think it's great. You know, Jim's going to stand out there and he's going to tip his cap and he's going to accept the accolades.
Crowd's going to go crazy.
Yes. He's not going back to college football. I hate to tell you.
Oh, no, I know that.
Yeah.
He had another. Did you see what he said yesterday about the NCAA? He had a short comment where he just said,
He said, I hope they get to the point where actually they're making decisions that benefit the men and women in the NCAA.
you know what this penalty's for, the recent one, the 4-year thing.
Oh,
right?
this was for the COVID thing.
Oh, he bought burgers for kids.
Was it that? He had.
No,
I
this
thought
was
it was illegal contact with
Yeah,
players
illegal
during COVID.
Right. That had to do with burgers.
No, this is different. This is like, I think they were jumping the gun on like when you could start recruiting
Yeah.
guys.
Remember, he was hanging out in
What
a tree.
was the burger thing then? Because they've been
I
talking
think
about
that's
burgers.
pretty much gone.
Just trying to go.
I don't
Get
know.
himself a little burger. No, I read this one was about. I think this one was about
This is probably the worst offense
COVID.
that they actually have.
making contact with players
Feinbaum was
during
talking
COVID.
about burgers. Like he was buying kids, recruits like burgers or something.
I would think that the biggest transgression was actually having a guy that was on your payroll wearing a disguise on the sideline of another college team. Now, Jim
Yeah, that's
says he
pretty
had
bad
no.
too.
Well, that's years from being decided.
Have they circumvented all of that now by having the? Now they have the
Yes,
the
helmets.
the helmets with the radio.
Yes.
I don't know how to talk today.
Today.
Fair point. Jerry Jones says there's no urgency on a CD Lamb extension. I mean, they just don't have anything. They don't have anything. If you know what, he should just say, he should follow the golden rule. If you don't have something nice to say nothing. Is that the golden rule? Or do unto others as you would have done unto you? Isn't that the golden? One of them is a gold rule. One of them's a gold rule. The other one will be the silver rule. Okay.
I don't have the patience to jack with you today.
Right. It says that to me, not CD Lamb. In honor of the Olympics, one will be the
I
golden
don't
rule.
like your attitude, dude.
I love the Jerry Jones soundboard.
We haven't had many Jerry Jones outbursts in recent years. Those are all dated a couple of years ago, aren't they, Meller?
He's slowing down.
Yes.
You know, he's the opposite of Jerry Reinsdorf, isn't he? Like,
Well, first of all, he has his own radio show.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Jerry Reinsdorf
But
never.
I'm going to give you the answers I want to give you this
Okay.
morning.
Okay. But like Jerry Reinsdorf never does an interview. We would love to have Jerry on the
Of
show.
course.
But Jerry, he talks to the media after every game.
He makes references to things that are sometimes inappropriate.
There it was. Glory hole.
Right on cue. Like,
That was just like
A tale of two
Miller
Jerrys.
and I playing beach volleyball right there. Just
You
set that.
set, now just
He just
spike it home.
spiked it. Ah, that's delicious. Here's a planet story for you. We haven't gotten out into
we
space.
haven't had a
No, we
planet story
haven't.
in a while.
Scientists are proposing warming Mars to make it habitable using dust. They're saying that's how we're going to make it more inhabitable.
I don't like it.
Why?
Don't screw with that.
Well, first of all, you couldn't live there right now as is.
But we then don't live there.
What if we have to live there at some point?
There are other planets to choose from.
No, there's not.
What do you mean there's not?
There aren't. Why do you think they've picked Mars? Because it's cool? Because I believe they think they could.
They can do it?
Yeah.
How about we take care of what's ours now?
Well, that's fair. But, I mean, at some point, if you do need to, need to move planets.
What about the
Mars
Martians?
I don't believe there are any Martians. Come on. In the annals of space exploration, few dreams have captivated the human imagination quite like terraforming Mars, the process of turning a barren planet into an Earth-like world. Now, a team of scientists has proposed a revolutionary method that could bring this sci-fi fantasy one step closer to reality. Their secret weapon, engineered dust particles no larger than the speck of glitter. A groundbreaking study published in Science Advances suggests that by releasing specially designed nanoparticles into the Martian atmosphere, we could potentially warm the red planet by more than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to make it suitable for microbial life. This audacious plan, devised by researchers from the University of Chicago, Northwestern University, and the University of Central Florida, represents a quantum leap in our approach to planetary engineering.
Is this where we're going after the robots take over because of all the AI stuff?
I don't think so. I'm not going to Mars. Not getting on an air, whatever it is that would take you there. It's like it takes you 6 months to get there even now. I'm sure that in 50 years, you'll be able to get there significantly faster, but I ain't got 50 years.
Especially sitting in an economy seat.
Yeah. I'm going south. I'm not going into the space.
You're going south?
Yeah, I'm going to South Carolina.
Going to the ocean?
I'm going to South Carolina, and I'm going to die on my porch. Swinging on a porch.
What you're going to do, you're going to be in a rocking chair?
Rocking chair, yeah.
Just let your body
let it go.
Decompose.
Yep, that's how I'm going to do it.
Speaking of dust.
More than 1 billion birds die each year after crashing into buildings, a new study.
How many?
1 billion birds die each year after crashing into buildings. You know what I've become very in tune with is those cranes that you have fallen in love with.
I love the cranes.
Every time I leave Palace Hall, I see a number of them.
Yeah, where is the hot spot?
As you're walking to the parking lot,
right
to your left, in the area like where that kind of that little area is, the bench area.
Oh, they're there?
Yes, that's where they are most of the time. So
big birds.
Yeah, and first thing I'm thinking of is, wow, I can't believe people eat those. But what did ribeyes in the sky? Isn't that what
the good kid called them? Yeah.
So more than 1 billion birds die each year after crashing into buildings. I told you that the new sports facility up in Evanston, the Northwestern built years ago. If you go inside, you look at the windows, they have all kinds of things that will make birds not fly into them.
Like X's on them. And then same thing.
You know who had a really good conversation about that, oddly enough, about like all of that?
The old AD of Northwestern.
No, not Jim Phillips.
No. John Fox.
Yes! You got a good memory.
You had a tour with John Fox.
Well, I was there for my daughter's soccer game. This was a long time ago. And he came to the game. And then afterwards, we went in and got a tour of the building. It wasn't quite done yet. But they told us the story.
It's so funny because you have such a great relationship with John Fox. And then because of your relationship with John Fox, I have a great relationship with John Fox and others at the radio station because they've hung with John Fox. The beat reporters, they're so scarred from their days with John Fox.
Well, he didn't want to talk.
When they think of John Fox, so they'll still bring it up. And I'm like, I love John Fox.
Yeah, I do too.
He's one of the greatest guys there is.
It wasn't our job to cover him on a daily basis. You still hate the USA men's basketball team, Jack? He shook his head no. Did you bet against
Go USA.
I took France plus 15.5.
Go USA.
I'm a little worried about that. I was telling you guys before the show, I'm a little worried because France they weren't supposed to be here. Germany was the favorite.
I was going to say, it's their home country. What do you mean they're not supposed to be here?
Canada and Germany were the favorites. And, France has
After the U.S., of course.
Yeah.
France, right? After I'm talking about to get to the U.S. And Fournier and Gobert have played less in their recent run. Like I think Gobert only had 4 points or something, or 4 minutes or something.
Yeah, I think he had 5 minutes the last game because he's been relegated to the bench.
Yeah, how
because
about
he
that?
can't play with Wembanyama. Really, they don't.
Gobert's getting 5 minutes in this.
I think you're going to lose this bet. I think the USA team is going to just absolutely boat race them.
Go USA.
You've been a hater from the start.
Hater
3-1.
of your bets?
Yeah,
No,
you are.
I think you've got good market inefficiency radar. I
still think the U.S. could be a little bit spent after that comeback.
could be mentally and physically.
And to play against that crowd.
Well, Jason Tatum will be fresh if you want to get some minutes out of him.
We got to